It's centred in the School of Advanced Study and it's linked with national funding bodies. And what they really want is for universities to partner up with cultural organisations. So they're not, if we just did something within the university, they wouldn't be interested. They want us to partner up with theatres, with museums, with film funding bodies, art galleries. It's really about, and I think this touches a national agenda to bring academia into the community and work with public institutions. The first strand is looking at the theme of hunger strikes, and we're doing that through a focus on the Northern Irish conflict, where we know that hunger strikes were very important, and also we're looking at the suffragettes. So we've got a screening of the film Hunger, directed by Steve McQueen, and that's going to be introduced by one of our key academics, Graham Spencer, who is a real expert in the field of the Northern Ireland conflict. That's going to be followed by a show reel of the suffragettes. And they were filmed when they were in prison while they were on hunger strike, and we've got a show reel of the striking suffragettes that we're going to show, and that's going to be introduced by Beverly Cook, who is at the Museum of London, and she's in charge of the suffragette collection. So we've got real expertise. We've also got an academic who's written a book called Hunger Strike in the Northern Irish conflict, and Professor June Purvis, who again is one of the leading experts on the suffragette movement. So we're kind of bringing together two very different political moments, but through the theme of hunger. And the second strand we're looking at is Algeria, and we're looking at the film The Battle of Algiers, which I think is about, in 2016, is about to have its 60th anniversary. And that was such a key film, and we've got two of our members of staff who are writing a book on the Battle of Algiers. So, we wanted to bring their expertise in, as well as outside speakers, to show the film The Battle of Algiers, and then benefit the community by having experts able to look at the legacy of the film, why it was so important. Apparently it was screened at the White House in 2003 for the Iraq conflicts, to try and understand guerrilla movements, insurgencies. So it's a film that has a lasting legacy. I'm looking forward to it to learn something about it. I've brought people in who know about this subject, and I think, how great. You're going to learn about the suffragettes from the key specialist in the suffragettes. You're going to look at films that you wouldn't necessarily get to see. In fact, this film reel has been made specially for our festival. So I think it's just to have the benefit of other specialisms. And this won't be a very academic event. People will be talking in a way that everyone can understand.